The Earl L. Pulley Career Center, located on the campus of West Potomac High School, was named in honor of Earl Linwood Pulley, a former Fairfax County Public Schools educator and administrator. Earl Pulley was born in February 1925 in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, to Linwood Pulley and Carrie McKisson. He grew up in Richmond, Virginia, and earned his bachelor's and master's degrees in education from Virginia State College, now called Virginia State University. Earl Pulley married Shirley Winston in Richmond in November 1953, and shortly thereafter, the couple settled in Washington, D.C., where they raised two children, Earl Jr. and Vera.
We were at 3401 22nd Street Southeast. That's where
what's called Parklands and still is Parklands.
the building is still standing to this day. The bricks are the same. I see where my bedroom window was on the second floor, where their bedroom window was on the second floor. Still standing.
In August 1954, Earl Pulley was appointed principal of Oak Grove Elementary School, located in Herndon. At that time, public schools in Fairfax County were racially segregated, and Oak Grove served only African American children.
When you were living in the city, and your dad was working all the way out in Herndon, was he taking the train out
No,
there?
drove.
He drove.
He drove out to Herndon?
In community.
Yes.
That's the,
There's no metro then.
no interstates.
No.
No 66.
No, he drove.
Drove.
In the Rambler.
Yep.
The Rambler.
A Rambler.
He had a little
White
Rambler.
Rambler. And ran that Rambler. He rambled the Rambler right in the ground.
Until the wheels fell off, as they say.
Rode it till it just went.
Following the death of Saunders Moon in December 1963, Earl Pulley was chosen to succeed him as principal of the all-black Drew Smith Elementary School in Fairfax County's Gum Springs community. In 1965, Drew Smith and another former all-black elementary school, Lillian Carey, were converted into special education centers as part of Fairfax County Public Schools' desegregation plan. Earl Pulley served as principal of both facilities concurrently.
When he was going to be physically at Drew Smith, he had all the files from Lillian Carey in the trunk of his car. So if anybody called him at Drew Smith and said, look, we got an emergency, Lillian Carey, blah, 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 we need to get information, he could go out to his car, go through the files, find it, address it, and keep it moving. Going back in, go back. And vice versa, if he was at Lillian Carey.
After the Comprehensive Employment and Training Act, or CETA, was signed into law by President Richard Nixon in 1973, Earl Pulley was promoted to director of the CETA program in Fairfax County Public Schools. The CETA program provided students from low-income families with employment at schools.
What it was like if you went to Groveton High School, or you went to, if you went to Groveton.
Fort Hunt, it didn't matter because he got everybody jobs.
Then what would happen is he would get you a job, an after-school job, at the same school. Like assisting the janitor, you might do that. If you were a woman or a little young lady, then you might work in an office, filing, okay, or typing or doing something.
Every year, they do a mass reunion picnic. And I'll meet people when they see my name tag and see like Vera Pulley Strong, they're like, oh, your dad gave me my first job, and I don't have a clue who they are.
In 1980, after the federal government cut the funding for the CETA program, Earl Pulley retired from Fairfax County Public Schools. In his retirement, Pulley stayed active, serving the community in a prison ministry at the Lorton Correctional Facility, and by volunteering at the South County Vocational Center on the campus of what is today West Potomac High School.
When Daddy retired, because he dealt with handicapped, mentally challenged children, then when he retired, they had a center inside of West Potomac. And he was too active and wasn't going to be just sitting at home. So he used to volunteer there, and he would go up there and work there every day and work with the kids. They would do job training, whether it was, being, waitress, or if they were in a wheelchair, they would learn how to work like be a hostess or something somewhere, but in various jobs. And so once he passed, then they named the school after him as the Earl of Pulley Vocational Center, because that was just his baby. And everybody loved him down there.
And it was a very, very important work, and it was, he loved it so much.
Earl Pulley passed away in March 1989 and was buried at Mount Comfort Cemetery in Fairfax County.
But what was so amazing was his funeral. Shiloh Baptist is huge. It was the sanctuary, it was the balcony, and it was so packed that people were outside. And that was so touching to see all the people that loved my father.
1 month later, the Fairfax County School Board renamed the South County Vocational Center the Earl L. Pulley Center in his honor. Today, Earl Pulley's exemplary character, leadership, compassion, and commitment to excellence continues to inspire the students at the center, which bears his name.